Hello, I'm Chag Langdon. I'm about to be interviewed by Bobby Fazio.
We are here at the 2022 NHRA 4-Wide Nationals in Las Vegas, Nevada. The sun is shining. It is a little bit windy, but the temperatures are in the upper 70s, and I'm having a great time cruising the pits as usual. And I ran into Mr. Chag Langdon. Chad, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Chad, let's talk about this car here. You got a 1971 Barracuda with a 340. Can you tell everybody what the engine combo and horsepower rating are?
Yes, it's originally a 1970 original 340 4-speed car. I run it as a 71. I like the thermoquad setup a little bit better. It's the 275 horse 340, which NHRA has re-rated it to 314. It's got a hodgepodge of everybody's different pieces in it. So it's
well, who builds the engine?
this particular engine was built by Jeff Jerome. He supplied a race block because at the time I didn't have a race block. I just had a filled 340 block, and it's proved to be a much better engine combo. And anyways, it's doing well. Doing well.
Now, how long have you been driving the car?
My wife and I purchased it from my brother about 6 years ago, and he's owned it since 1977. When we got it from my brother, we tore it all apart, redid everything. It's been a stock Eliminator car since 1977 when my brother started. My brother was Chag Langdon, and presently retired, living in Idaho. But he's, like I said, my wife and I purchased it. We had it repainted by Sharper Image in La Habra, California. They're auto body shop, a good friend of ours. And he runs out of our shop, which is Clay Smith Engineering. And we do like pretty much all the machine work and everything on the motor. The transmission's a Pro Trans from the Smiths, who have now relocated to Waco, Texas. Used to be in Palmdale, California, so I could just run the car over there and they could look at the trannies, but now I got to drive 1,200 miles.
Right.
But it's got a Dana 60 rear end. It's all Strange Engineering, all their good stuff. And the car, as you see it, is pretty much built the way it is. I just got it out of Phil Mandela's shop the other day. He did some stuff to the chassis. And I got Caltrax on the back. He did a bunch of trick stuff for the front and readjusted everything.
The best of every world here. You got Phil building the car, you got Caltrax with the suspension, you got Jeff Jerome helping with the motor, Pro Trans doing the transmission. This is a killer combination. Now you're in E-stock automatic.
Yes, I'm running E-stock automatic, so the minimum weight is 3310 for this particular car. And I just made a pass and I was 72 under, which out here the index is 1190, so I went 1117. Got a pretty good headwind, so it's a little slower than what I wanted to qualify at, but I got another shot. So
right. How was your reaction time?
My reaction time was a 31.
Okay, right in the wheelhouse.
It was the fourth run in the car. I don't know, some of you may know that I came down with liver cancer about 4 years ago, diagnosed with liver cancer. So I had to fight the fight. So I hung the car up about 4 years ago and fought the fight. And my wife is just, she's everything. She saved my life. So we ended up going back from California. We lived in Mebane, North Carolina for a little more than a year, and got the transplant at Duke University Hospital in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I just celebrated my 3rd year of my transplant on the 29th of March. And right before that, I came up 3 years of cancer-free as well. So far, so good. We're looking good, and I'm feeling great. And
great news.
Ready to come back. Like I said, this is my 4th run in the car. I had 3 runs, 8th mile shots at Irwindale Thursday night, and finally got the car all back together, and here I am.
Wow, so, Chad, that's a great story, and I know everybody's happy that you are back out here, and I'm just meeting you for the first time, and I'm moved by your story too, and I'm glad that you're back out here, and I'm I'm not really allowed to root for anybody, but I better pause the camera right now.
It's been quite a journey. It's been good, but like I said, I couldn't do it without the support of the racing community. They got together years ago and made some T-shirts that I ended up with the money that they collected, and then for the spring fling, a lot of the guys got together in a swear jar and collected a lot of money. Michael Tedesco contributed a good sizable portion, but like I said, the Lamb family, the Comstock family, and Todd Barton all got together, and there may have been a couple others that helped with all of that stuff, and I'm sorry if I've left you out, but you know who you are, and thank you all very much. I really appreciate it. I wouldn't be here standing here today if it wasn't for my support system, my racing family, my immediate family, and my wife.
Oh, that's great. And the racing family is definitely, it's a special kind of family, and they really look out after, all their fellow racers. So. And
I also have a daughter-in-law that's also a nurse. She's now a doctor, and she helped us do a lot of research. Like I said, my wife has 2 children. I have 2 children, Chag Langdon and my daughter Stephanie Langdon, and they all were there for me, just everything that they can do. It's, the whole Striegel family, the Woods, and Nick Woods Racing is my stepson, and Sean Langdon's my son. My daughter Tracy Woods heads up pretty much the marketing at Clay Smith Cams, and Sherry's the only job she's ever had, my wife, since she turned 16 or probably even 15, but they've owned it. Their family's owned Clay Smith Cams since 1967.
Wow.
And we just passed our 90th year this year for Clay Smith. So
awesome logo with Clay Smith Cams. I was always fascinated with it ever since I was a little kid.
It's it's an icon. That Moon Eyes in the hot rod world, everybody's got a sticker,
That's right.
And we have a complete machine shop. We can do pretty much everything there and all that. But
all right, everybody hear that? So you may be getting some phone calls. Well, Chad, we really appreciate you spending some time with us. We wish you luck this weekend. We're so happy that you're back out here doing what you love to do.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the interview, and everybody, I love you all. It's been a journey, and I can't thank you all enough that contributed and helped me get back to where I am today.
Excellent. All right. Thank you, Chad. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.